everyone, let's talk about this. This is the Boss GE-7 Equalizer pedal. This is an amazing pedal. I own over 100 pedals, and this is by far the most versatile and the most useful. This has been produced since 1981, and you gotta ask yourself, why would anyone in today's age buy a product that's 43 years old? I'll tell you why. It's because Boss keeps producing these because people keep buying them in large quantities. This is one of Boss's greatest hits, and I recommend this pedal. Now, the circuit inside has changed a couple of times since it came out in 1981. The older units used to be a little bit more noisy, so I wouldn't necessarily run out and buy a vintage one of these. The newer circuits are much quieter, and they've got more modern components in it, so highly recommend it. Now, this is an equalizer pedal. Hopefully everybody knows what that means. You have the treble knob and the bass knob. That's like a 2-band equalizer. This is a 7-band equalizer. Supposedly, allegedly, each of these sliders produces a boost or cut of 15 dB. And let's talk a little bit about equalization. Now, for a guitar, and this is primarily what this pedal is for an electric guitarist, you usually don't need to worry about frequencies lower than 100 hertz. Less than 100 hertz or 100 cycles, the guitar does put out some frequencies. You can hear them when you're playing alone, but when you're playing in an ensemble, like in a band or something, where you've got a bass guitar and especially a kick drum, you usually don't have to worry about frequencies that you're putting out that are less than 100 cycles, because those two instruments have them covered. Okay, you're going to predominantly be hearing them. So 100 hertz is like the really low end of the guitar. 200 cycles, that's where things start to get a little bit boomy, okay, but still usable. But 400, this is the devil right here, 400. Now, as a very general rule, and I'm making a generalization here, if you want to make anything sound amateur and crappy, turn up the 400, okay, 400 cycles. Managing that in a mix is something that you really need to be a pro to know how to do properly. Conversely, if you take down 400 just a little bit, you can, as a general rule, make almost anything sound better. The other frequency that this applies to is 2K. If you have 2000 hertz, 2K. Now, this pedal doesn't have a band dedicated to 2K, but it has something pretty close. If my camera would focus here we go. Now 1.6, this is kind of the mid-range. This is almost the sound of a voice on a telephone. So very honky, very tinny, and then 3.2K, that's where your treble begins, so some of the treble brilliance, and 6.4K, you're well into the treble region right there. Now, this pedal can act like a boost. You could turn up everything, and it becomes a boost pedal. Where this thing really shines, in my experience, is using it after a distortion circuit. So if you get your distortion sound and you play heavy distorted guitar, especially rhythm, and you get your sound from a distortion box, like an analog solid-state distortion pedal, like a DS1 or an Angry Driver or something like that, this really shines when you put it after the distortion box. It allows you to tailor your sound and perhaps take care of a few problems. In my experience, the two most useful applications of this pedal are taming the high-end fuzz that you get. You can get a very piercing high-end fuzz wall from an analog solid-state circuit that's a distortion circuit. So this can really help tame that. You can either turn it all the way down or just a little bit. And if you're using a very scooped sound, or you're using a pedal that produces a very scooped sound, actually 800 cycles, giving it a boost to 800 cycles, that works wonders, because this gives you a lot of information, and there's not a lot of instruments that produce 800 cycles. So that's where the guitar can really shine and cut through, in my opinion. There are many, many applications for this pedal. This has been something that has sold very, very well over the years, and Boss continues to produce, and I highly recommend it. It's actually one of the cheaper Boss pedals, actually, too, as an added bonus. So there you go. Thank you for watching. You guys are awesome, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.